Hi everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video.
Hello.
So this is sort of an, what's the word? Off the cuff video?
It's a spontaneous one.
Yes.
Something that we might try and sort of do moving forward, trying to pick up on the news when we can. I mean, we had possibly the biggest news in terms of theme parks to ever sort of hit the UK, I think, is it?
Absolutely insane. Like, I think, so basically, just in case you didn't know, Universal Great Britain is happening. Universal is coming here.
Yes.
It's coming to the UK.
It was rumoured for the longest time,
Yeah.
but then we actually had confirmation, and I was sort of, I don't know, I was a bit dubious. I thought something might fall through or
Something will
might
happen.
stop it, because there was going to be that other park, wasn't there?
So I think some people get confused because they're like, hasn't this already happened before? And then it got cancelled. That wasn't a Universal park. That was going to be a Paramount park, which was going to be in Kent. Yeah. But that never even made it past like the first couple of stages. But this one has seemed really positive like the whole time. So part of me was sort of like, this looks like it's going to happen, but I didn't want to get excited until like we got the official, announcement from the government, like this is happening.
I know what we've done is we've loaded up a few of the articles.
Yes.
So we're just going to pick out some bits from the articles. What's great is that they've given details on when it's going to open.
Yes.
Hopefully that all stays true. And it's, I'm jumping a bit ahead, but it's 2031.
Yeah, so they're aiming for 2031, so 6 years from now.
Did anybody else, as soon as they heard the announcement, go, how old am I going to be? I was going to be in our 40s.
I know. Just. But, I mean, I still think it's actually going to fly by. Like, it's going to go quick. I still can't believe that it's actually going to be here. But I'll go through the article now. So this is from the BBC, both of these articles. Just pick out like a few of the main points, and we'll like share our sort of excitement and view on it. But
There's
definitely let us know in the comments.
Lots of channels out there as well that go a lot more in depth and have actually found the articles and like planning permission and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, you can find those. Ours is more of like a reaction, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. But we're like huge Universal fans. Martyn's been to the one in Singapore.
Yeah. Vlogs on the channel.
And then we've both been to the one in Florida a couple of times now, 3 times now. And we absolutely love it. And then it was really exciting as well, because obviously all of the Epic Universe.
Yeah, that's been coming out.
All those vlogs have been coming out, so we've been watching them.
They've been on a roll.
They're really just flying high at the moment. It's really exciting.
One of my favourite parts of our honeymoon was staying at Endless Summer when we did Universal for like the first portion of our honeymoon.
Yeah, and then we spent a good like 5 days just at Universal, went to Volcano Bay, then we did like the other Universal parks. And yeah, I feel like that trip we found we always liked it, but definitely that trip, giving it the time it deserves in a way.
I mean, you have to give it so much time now.
I know. You're going to need like 3 weeks now at least to do Disney and Universal. So anyway, first Universal theme park in Europe.
Wow.
Which makes sense because obviously you have Disneyland Paris, like in not too far from us really, even though it's in France, it's not too far. And then we're going to have Universal Studios in the UK. So like both, you can get to within, a short amount of time.
It's a good, some good choices.
Yeah. So the attraction is planned for a former brickworks near Bedford, and it could create an estimated 28,000 jobs before opening in 2031. It's going to be 476 acres and could attract 8.5 million visitors in its first year. It's just the pure scale of it.
To know that there's going to be people coming over to see it, you know, and to experience it. And then also, hopefully, they go off and they explore the other theme parks as well that we've got.
Yeah, because a lot of people are sort of saying, could this be good or bad for other theme parks? Obviously, you've got Merlin, you've got Paulton's Park, you've got all of these other theme parks in the UK.
Well, I saw the Blackpool came out, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They came out and said that they were very happy that they'd chosen it as a location.
If the other parks play it well, it could be a really good thing because you have all of these extra tourists that are going to want to, you know, branch out and do different things.
And if they're travelling a long way, then
Yeah.
presumably they're going to be, you know, staying for a little while.
A couple of weeks. Then it just goes on to a bit about what the Prime Minister thinks. But yeah, this is all just really exciting stuff. So the first sort of phase, I would guess, is a theme park, a 500-room hotel, and a retail complex.
Oh yes, that's going to be a bit like, what's it called?
A bit like
Boardwalk. No,
City
not Boardwalk.
Walk.
City Walk.
Yeah. So it will be sort of like a mini version of that, I'm guessing. They've bought 476 acres, but they could buy more and increase the plot to 700 acres.
Yeah, because it's kind of where it needs a lot of space and it's sort of out in the middle of nowhere, really.
So I feel
isn't
like
it?
it's just going to keep expanding over the years.
So
and
they can
we'll probably
add to
get
it.
like a second park, more hotels.
Whoa, jumping ahead there.
I'm so excited.
That's interesting. So they're going to make upgrades to the Wixham's railway station and build a new station on the east-west rail line near the resort.
Yeah, because they're obviously just going to need so much more transport getting to the site. And I'm thinking they're going to have like direct trains from London to like get all the London tourists. Because you could go for the day
Yeah.
if you were staying in London. Let us know in the comments if you live nearby. I've already had some messages from people being like, I live 10 minutes away. Like, I feel like if you've lived in Bedford or Milton Keynes like your entire life, this must be absolutely crazy to think
To have
somewhere where
that,
you live.
it's going to be your home park.
Yeah. So yeah, they describe the Bedford site as an ideal location with convenient, fast rail links to London and also London Luton Airport. So there'll definitely be like a shuttle from there for people. It's just going to be weird to be able to like drive there for us.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it won't hit me until it's finally open and you're
Yeah.
actually like driving to it.
So this is the real exciting bit. So when they first announced it, they obviously put the concept art up and everybody was trying to like look at it.
Everyone's
We'll
been
put it on,
guessing.
should we put it on the screen here so you can have a quick look at it. But everyone was trying to like look at it and see what sort of bits there were to it. But it is quite nondescript, and I think they have done that on purpose.
Oh yeah, well,
so that
because
it's
they're
hard.
because they want to do reveals. I
Yeah,
imagine.
but it looks like you have like 3 big roller coasters, which is exciting.
I know. I have noticed that one of them looks like it's one of the ones that I'm not a particular fan of.
The Hulk.
The
Oh, the
shoot up,
Velocicoaster.
the shoot up one,
They do look intense.
like Hyperia.
All 3 of them. That one looks really, really tall. And I did wonder, because obviously Hyperia is like the tallest roller coaster at the moment definitely in England.
Oh, you think they're going to compete?
So I feel like, are they going to try and compete and like,
Am I-
because they could make it like an inch taller, and how annoying for Thorpe Park. They'll be like, oh, lost their title. But since then, there has been, so this is dated, when was this article
This is still rumour though, isn't it?
It's rumour, but it sounds like someone has let it slip. So this is the 10th of April, the day we're filming this, and basically someone's let it slip to the BBC what the lands are going to be at the moment. So a source close to the Universal UK project has told the BBC what fans can expect. So they're not saying... So it says, Universal Destinations has claimed it's too early to know what attractions will be at the park. The source is confident that these concepts are happening. The theme park is not expected to open until 2031, which means some plans could change.
Yeah.
So it does sound like these are what they initially are thinking at the moment, but obviously it's a long time, 6 years, a lot could change. But I think a lot of them will happen. I think they're good IPs, and I feel like if they've already started to like make the sort of like plans in place.
Well, you're about to mention them, and I was like, can they do that?
Yeah.
So I'm so confused with who's got the rights to certain things.
So probably the main sort of one which everyone was sort of speculating might happen was Harry Potter, because of course, you know, that is like UK British through and through. So like it was sort of that sort of if there was going to be a Universal Studios Great Britain, everyone thought obviously Harry Potter's going to be involved, but apparently according to this source it's not expected to be included, especially in the initial theme park.
Don't they like to try and do different things?
Yeah, so I think the thing is they want to do different things, but it also says in this article because of Warner Brothers Studio, they hold the license.
Yeah.
And I think they did sort of try and fight to be able to do it, but at present they're not able to.
Yeah, I suppose
it might change in a few years
because it'll take away, people from going to that specific
from
location.
The studio. So at the moment, no Harry Potter, which I feel like could still change, definitely in the future. So it says it's going to feature unique attractions not found elsewhere, which is really, really exciting that we're going to have brand new ones.
That's what gets people excited to visit the different ones around the world, isn't it?
So it does say here, the source insisted contracts have been signed and it would be unlikely things would change. I don't know whether this source is going to get in trouble for this. It does sound like they've leaked it.
Or they're just feeding us a lot of nonsense.
So at the moment, the brands that they're saying are Back to the Future.
Back to the Future? That's my absolute favourite.
So they're actually going to be doing a Back to the Future roller coaster. That is in the works.
So that's my concern, though. My concern is that the Back to the Future ride will be the ride that I really can't go on.
I think it's that one on the left. So it's the one which is a bit outside and then it has the big show building. That's apparently the one which everyone thinks it's going to be. Is that the one with I can't see the concept art now.
The blue track one. I'm guessing you're going to be in something that's styled like the DeLorean.
And you're going to go up to like the clock tower, I'm guessing.
Oh no, I think the clock tower is going to be built into the actual land, isn't it? That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the land is going to be Hill Valley.
Yeah.
So that you get, but do you get Hill Valley 1985, or do you get Hill Valley from 1955? What are they going to do? I mean, I would probably do 1985.
But you were even just saying, like when we went to Florida, you were like, oh, it's such a shame that Back to the Future attraction's gone.
Honestly, it's always in the conversation as to whether it's my favourite film of all time, and I definitely think it probably is.
Yeah.
Watched it numerous times, just a love for it. I love the musical. The musical has gone down so well over here that I think it would lend itself quite nicely to the park. They've obviously got a big fan base here for that particular IP, and I'm all about keeping that legacy alive for that film.
It's going to be nostalgic as well for people.
But then I wonder how they're going to do the pre-show thing. Are they going to get them involved to do bits for it? I mean, I don't know whether Michael J. Fox would be able to do something for it. Christopher Lloyd, would he do something? I mean,
you're gonna freak out.
Or do they get people to play the parts and do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're gonna freak out at that.
Oh, I would, yeah. If I'm
You'll
there,
be there
and it's
every weekend.
like I'm on the set of Back to the Future, that would be amazing.
So also Jurassic Park is rumoured, and apparently there's a Jurassic Park ride that has just opened up in Beijing, and apparently the rumour is that it's going to be very similar to that ride, which is apparently amazing.
So they do like Jurassic Park though? So because Jurassic Park is also at Singapore.
Yeah, they do. There's quite a few Jurassic Park things, isn't there, around?
Yeah.
But it does lend itself so well to sort of roller coasters and theming.
Also, the whole land, if it rains, it still looks quite good.
Yeah, true.
And then also Back to the Future, because obviously there's scenes take place in the film in the rain.
Which it probably will rain quite a lot.
Imagine if you get the lightning.
Next is Minions. So from the concept art, everyone is saying on the right-hand side, it looks very, very similar to Minion Land at Universal Beijing.
Oh.
So it's this area here.
Okay.
So people are thinking that's going to be like a full Minion Land.
I mean, it could be anything.
I know, it could be anything. Who knows? But apparently people are saying it looks very similar.
I'm not sure on the Minion Land.
But we're never like big Minion fans.
I mean, we do need to watch all the films.
But they are so popular. Like, they are popular. So I do get why they're doing it. Also, I was going to say, like, a lot of the theming is quite mature. So I would say, like, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, we'll get onto it, but James Bond, like, they're all quite mature themes. So they're quite adult. So maybe
I don't think you'll get anything Shrek because you've got Shrek's Adventure.
So Merlin might try and cling on to that as much as they can. But obviously, like Minion Land will be great for children and adults, of course, but like is a little bit more child friendly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be here. This is all the speculation. So the next one is Lord of the Rings, which is obviously brand new. No other park has Lord of the Rings, but obviously it's British, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like British.
Tolkien, who wrote the books, was but they filmed it in New Zealand.
In New Zealand, yeah. But again, I just feel like it will really lend itself well to a British park.
There's huge love for it.
Yeah, so. And like that's obviously brand
what's it going to be? Hobbiton?
Completely unique. No idea.
But I can't see anything on the concept art that looks like it would be.
They're thinking it's going to be these back buildings here. So there's like two big showrooms. Are they called showrooms? Like inside attractions. So people are thinking it's going to be one of those two.
What could you do from?
No idea.
I mean, there's a lot of set pieces and things from the films,
and you could make it obviously like Lord of the Rings themed. Like I could imagine that.
Is it the mines? Is it the mines of Moria? As one of the scenes from Fellowship.
I mean, I haven't watched Lord of the Rings since I was very young, and I think I only watched them all once because they're long films as well. I remember, but I'll definitely. If it gets confirmed, I'm gonna have to watch them again.
Helm's Deep. I mean, that would be impressive.
So the next thing that was sort of leaked was a James Bond stunt show.
That lends itself to
perfect
a stunt show, doesn't it?
And it says similar to the Bourne stunt. Tacular in Florida, which we loved. It was high tech, really good, so good. And everyone's thinking it's going to be, so at the back of the concept art,
that looks open air though, doesn't it?
Yeah, show building with water and fire. So they're thinking it's going to be there. But I mean, you still could involve water in a James Bond stunt
Run the
show.
risk though with it being open air.
Yeah, but
with the rain and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to see a James Bond stunt show. It's funny because they got a picture of Daniel Craig. I mean, by that point, I hope.
Yeah, there'll be a new one.
Know who the next James Bond is.
Yeah, but that is true.
If they've got the music and everything, I'll be all over that.
It's gonna be so good and like brand new as well. Like no other place has done that. So exciting. So it does say here that rides have already been designed, with the majority planned as indoor attractions, which obviously makes sense given our weather here.
So they've been busy, not just doing Epic Universe.
I know.
They've been planning all this as well.
How they had all this time. Also, like Epic Universe was built in like 2 years, so I really think they can obviously pull this off in 5 to 6 years.
Imagine if they got it done a little bit quicker. I mean, I don't know if they could. There's a lot to do.
So there's also a mention of Paddington Bear, which would just be so cute. Could you imagine
That'd
like
be
a
perfect.
little Paddington Bear land, and you could obviously theme it all around London, and that would be perfect.
Oh, and an indoor Paddington Dark ride.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Surely, I wouldn't like leave that land. I'd be so happy there. So yeah, it does say that Warner Brothers Studio is only a 40-minute drive.
Ah, okay.
So it is incredibly close.
Yes. So you could visit the two.
I was about to say they're probably going to do quite well, especially if there's no Harry Potter at Universal. Everyone's going to want to get their Harry Potter fix, and they'll drive over.
Total sidebar, but they've actually reopened the shop at Paddington. The Paddington Bear shop at Paddington.
I mean, I want to go do the Paddington Bear experience. Let us know in the comments if anyone's done it.
Well, that's another thing. That's another reason why I don't know if they'd be able to do it, because that's another thing that recently opened. But I don't know who owns that.
Yeah.
Or runs that.
It also says here, it says a little bit about why they couldn't do Harry Potter because of the Warner Brothers studio. But it said right now, but it could be reconsidered alongside other brands such as Nintendo. So we could get a Nintendo World at some point. And Wicked.
Wicked. I know
if
a lot
the
of
park
people
was to expand.
A lot of people have asked about Wicked, whether that's going to be. Well, it's going to be exciting just to find out if these things are actually a
Actually
reality or whether
happen.
there are other plans, whether these have been fed but they're not the actual ideas.
It could all change. I think some of those sound feasible though. They sound right. They
Yeah.
sound like something that would happen. And I do love that they're sort of trying to make it completely different to a lot of the other Universal parks. And also I love that they're really thinking about like where it is and using those sort of British icons and brands. Like I really love that. So yeah, very excited.
Well, could the Minions land be Paddington instead to make it different?
Could be, although this source said the Minions are coming. They're on their way. To be honest, I need to watch How to Train Your Dragon because I haven't watched them.
Oh yeah.
And I need to watch The Despicable Me's as well.
In Singapore, there was Madagascar, but then I think they've since closed Madagascar, and I think they were turning that into Minions as well.
Yeah, Minions are taking over. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed like hearing our thoughts. Let us know in the comments what lands you're excited for, what you think is going to happen. Let us know if you live nearby. And yeah, it's exciting times.
Also, let us know if you've got any trips to Epic Universe in the works as well.
Yes. So yeah, we will see you in our next video.
Yeah, if you like this one, hit the like button and also subscribe.
Bye.
Toodle Pipski.